Hi everyone, I'm Elena and welcome to Makeup Fabulousness. Today we're going to be featuring the Cargo Land Down Under palette. Now I am frankly surprised that this palette has not been more popular. First of all, it's has the trendy colors of blue in there. Just look at the packaging, it's gorgeous. And they even give you like tips on how to create looks. And then this is the inner packaging, and you have the nice blue here, and it's just pure white. One thing I don't like about it being pure white, it shows a little bit of dirt easily, but aside from that, it can be easily cleaned. And inside we have 12 colors right there, and a liner and a brush. I like the brushes, but I'll probably use it for part of the video. But let me go over the colors, and I'm going to swatch them for you really quickly. The first one right here is Joey. This is a very light taupe, and what's amazing about this is that even though it swatches very lightly on my wrist, it gives me incredible color on the lids. It's just unbelievable. You don't have to use a lot to get really good pigmentation. And as you can see, there isn't a lot of fallout. The second one I just swatched is Beach. And this is probably a gold, just a pure gold. Now I have to swatch this twice because it is shimmery. And there is a little bit of like, you know, shimmers don't swatch as smoothly as mattes, but as you can see, it's a great color. You can wear it as a highlight, you can wear it as a neutral. I just love it. And I'm not big on yellow, but for some reason the gold in that makes it all the more worthwhile. Next, we have Suntan. And this is probably one of my favorite colors in the palette. And this is coming from someone who's not big on shimmer. Look at that. It's like a gorgeous reddish bronze. Really, these are great for all colors, you know, or all skin tones, I think. Okay, so just cleaning my fingers off really quick to get ready to swatch again. Now, this next one right here is Opera, and I would call it a baby pink, but it has a hint of tan in it. So it is very, very pale. Let me show you. See on my finger how pale it is? It's just amazing. So when I swatch it, it just really blends in with my skin tone. But on the eyes, it will show up. Next is Koala. Now this is incredible. Opera and Koala and Joey, they're all matte. I love them. They make incredible they blend so well. Look at that Opera. Alright, I always seem to put it closer to the inside, and you can't see as much when you do it this way, but yeah. So that's like a, I would say a mid-brown. It's not really dark. And lastly in this row is Sand. And this is probably a orangish, goldish orange, orangish gold. And look at this pigmentation. It's just incredible. And although I'm running out of room, I'm going to swatch this so you can see it. So it might take me more than one swatch. Okay. So this is Sand right there. Okay. Yeah. So as you can see, they all are made to blend in with each other. And you know, when I think of Australia, I think of warm weather, sun, summer and the beach, and this palette really captures it. I just can't believe there are more people buying it. Now, I know this to be, Cargo to be animal friendly. I don't think they're vegan friendly, but if anybody knows differently, please let me know. But from what the research I did, I always believed them to be animal friendly. Okay, or cruelty-free. Alright, next we're going to go to the rocks. And this is a gorgeous matte, I would say deep, like Indian red or brick red. I think it's more of a reddish brown on me, but on a deeper skin tone, that would probably be like a really pretty brick red. It's really stunning. It gives you such nice impact. If you can probably do a red smoky eye with this, believe it or not. Next is Bridge, right there. And this is a really deep shimmery taupe. And I only had to, I swatched that like 1.5 times because really I just wanted it to be a little longer. Next is this color called Domain, and it's probably one of the more colorful ones on the palette. Look at this green. It's like a nice metallic, but it doesn't have that graininess that so many metallic eyeshadows have. To me, it looks metallic. Now, here's how it swatches. As you can see, it's just a gorgeous, gorgeous green, and these colors go with each other. I think this probably veers a little bit more warmer toned, except for the blues and possibly like some of the pinkish colors, but it's really a nice mix. Manly, I wouldn't say is a shimmer. It's right here. But it's such a beautiful turquoise color. Look at that. My guess is that Manly is a satin, and at first I thought it was shimmer, and then I took a longer look at it, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's satin, and I really like that. Next to Manly is Bondi, and this is probably one of the most pigmented colors in the palette. There is some slight shimmer, but now that I think about it, it's more satin. And this is what Manly looks like. It's like a pure, pure blue. Right there. Look at that. It's just, all of these are incredible. And lastly, can't forget this one. This is a deep plum, which makes a great accent or liner color. And this is called Fairy. And that is Fairy. So, as you can see, they all really just give you a variety, but they all go together. It's just incredible. So what I'm going to do is do a summer look for you. I've already made up my face. So I have this little sample of Eden, and I have to be so sparingly with this. This is Urban Decay. And yes, I know their parent company owns Tests on Animals, which I hate. But I've seen that Urban Decay really strives not to, so I'm willing to cut them slack because they have really worked hard not to sell in China and not to test on animals. So I appreciate that about the company. So I'm just going to take a very small amount, and you're going to be like, why so little? This stuff is so potent. First of all, it's super tacky when you put it on, and oh my gosh, it totally brings out the pigmentation in the eyeshadows. So I can't recommend these enough. And I have found with especially the Eden version, you have to use a very light hand. So but it's amazing, this little sample has lasted me so long. So I'm going to go ahead and prime my eyes. And I don't know, for eye primer I just like to use my fingers because you can feel like if it's lumpy and stuff like that. Sometimes I like to use concealer brush or something, but 9 times out of 10 I just like to use, now see, even though I have a little bit of primer on my fingers, as you can see there's a little bit of tackiness there. Okay, so starting out, I'm going to start with the lower lid first, because frankly when I try the upper lid or I do the whole lid, the pigmentation is so deep on this that I feel like it pretty much, if you don't get the color set on the lid, you're pretty much not going to have much. So I'm going to go for Ibici, the Im. So I'm going to use Beach. I'm going to use this tiny little brush for patting from Echo Tools. I just love this because it really packs on the product. It's nice and dense. And I have a larger one. I might just switch over. Yeah, I think I'm going to switch over. So hold that thought, guys. Here's the larger one from Echo Tools. And see, this is nice and dense, but it's still a little bit of soft, but it's dense enough to pack on the product. So I'm going to put Beach in the inner corner and going to the middle of my eye. And I'm going to do it for the both sides. So we're going to forward this a little bit. Okay. Next I'm going to choose a transition color. So for this, I'm going to use Joey, believe it or not. And it's a little light. I want to use something more of a crease brush, so I'm going to grab, where is it? I want something a little bit softer. So I'm going to use the little one that I was using for packing and use Joey in the crease. It's a light color, but I love mattes for transition. And I want this to look natural. And then I'm going to put it over here. I'll have to go back and fix that. That's some of the primer. Goes to show you how quickly that stuff dries and how much coverage it gives. See the side of my nose right there. So let me get that in there. Okay, I'm going to use a little bit of a blending brush and take sand. Where's my little blending brush? Oh, this should work. A nice fluffy soft one, and take sand and just use it as a light highlight right above the transition color. It's a little bit reverse, so but I just want a sheer wash, and I really like the peachy look, and it's just going right up and over the transition color, because frankly see it, and then that's a nice little wash. And then for the side, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a pop, you know what, I'm going to use Bondi as a corner color. I always like to do my corners. Trying to figure out what brush. Give me a sec, guys. My one brush I use for the corners, I have like, I'm washing it, so. Okay, as you can see, one of the things I love most about this palette is the lack of fallout. And they really blend well. Should have probably taped it for a cut crease, but we'll work with it. It's just a matter of bear with me. And then I was thinking about this, and usually I try to keep it to about 3 or 4 colors. And so you don't need a whole lot to get a, as you can see, you might just put a little bit more on, but you really don't need a whole lot. Okay. And then lastly, I want to do a quick pop of color. So I'm going to take this part of the brush from Echo Tools and just take Manly and pop it in the center. And then it actually gives a kind of a gradient effect, which I like. Such a pretty color. And I guess you just want a little bit of blue. And I'm going to go back and add just a little bit more sand to blend that in. Okay, and you just go back and add in Beach, just kind of make sure that it goes to the inner corner, you see. So this is a little bit of something right off the top of my head, guys. I really wanted to incorporate blue into this because this just reminds me so much. So it might be a little bit of a work in progress. Now I'm going to take a liner brush and take Bondi and just go right underneath, bring it underneath my eyes, about halfway. And I'm going to have to all blend this out. And I'm going to line it just a little bit where it starts to bring that together. Hate it when it gets a little bit, it's one of the things about fallout, you got to be really careful. So I think the pigmentation is a little bit tricky, so you have to have a really light hand with this. Okay, I'm going to try Bondi, and all these purple brushes are by Real Techniques, but it actually works. It's just a matter of getting it blended. Actually, you can just do it at a slight angle, go into the crease, just to give it a little bit more emphasis. Okay, I'm just going to take a light blending brush and just blend it. And do it very lightly, so you still get that pop of color, and then blend the bottom slightly. And then just to make this super colorful, what I'm going to do, and just to let you know, my eyes, I'll probably put some concealer underneath just because this is a little bit messy. I have this, where did it go? Here it is. e.l.f. has this gorgeous teal cream eyeliner. So what I'm going to do is take the same brush that I used for my eyeliner and just kind of rub that across the top as a definition color, or to give it some extra emphasis. And it'll blend really well with the Bondi. See, it gives you like a real, it's almost like a rain, I don't know, I love it. I love these colors together because it gives you a pop of color without being too obvious. Now, would I wear this to work? Probably not. But would I wear this if I wanted to do something really fun, like going out at night or going to a barbecue or something outdoors? Yeah, I'm going to put just a little bit on the top of the Bondi to continue the look, give it more dimension. Just go to about halfway, so it gives it more of a gradient effect. And then I'm just going to take my blending brush again and just blend that, just ever so lightly. there you have it. So as you can see, I'm going to come in really close and you can see how it looks. Yeah, so I left the waterline alone because sometimes I feel like this is such a bright look that too much on the waterline. If it were me and I was going to put something on the waterline, I would probably put nude or baby pink just to make it pop more, but I really think that this doesn't need a lot. And as you can see, it gives a nice gradient effect. It gives you a nice fresh look for the summer, and if you feel like it's too much blue, you can always just turn it down a notch. I just kind of amped it up a little bit for the tutorial. And then I just kept my makeup rosy, with rosy cheeks, and like a deep nude lipstick, this like a reddish nude, so, or not a rosy nude, to basically so the eyes are the focus. So that's the tutorial and the swatches. I can't recommend this palette enough. You can get it for $34, and even though I didn't use the eyeliner for this, it's nice to know that you have it, because you can always, black eyeliner goes with everything. So if you'd like to see more videos like this, please like this, and I'm in a subscribe drive, so if you'd like to see more videos, please feel free to subscribe and or comment. Thank you all for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you next time on Makeup Fabulousness. And remember, don't let anyone diminish your fabulousness, and we will see you next time. Okay, bye-bye.